Aston Villa took the win last night, 2-1 in the Europa Conference League. This weekend, we have Newcastle take on Tottenham in the Premier League on Saturday. And on Sunday, I believe it's Liverpool and Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Let's hope they bounce back from their 3-0 loss yesterday. The Grand National is also on tomorrow. Who is your favourite? Let us know in the comments. It's 12:30 in the afternoon here, and I'm Liz Jones, Managing Director at People to People UK and your host of P2P UK Live. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X, so don't forget to follow us. And on today's show, we're going to take a look at the stat of the week. It's a big one this week. UK women are missing out on 1 million pay rises. We'll take a look at some hot jobs in the UK, New Zealand, and Australia. We're going to be joined by Maddy Laing today, who's going to talk to us about the top workplace emerging trends for 2024. And then we'll take a look at the social media poll results. But first, let's take a look at the stat of the week. So it's a big one this week. We're looking at an article shared by Talent International. UK women are missing out on 1 million pay rises. According to a new study, UK women are less likely than men to be given a pay rise or bonus. 43% of women received a pay rise compared to 50% of men. 9% of men said they received a significant pay rise in the last 6 months, with only 4% of women saying the same. So the study's findings are disheartening and shed light on the stark reality that the gender gap is still very much prevalent. And that is it for the stat of the week. It's time to take a look at some hot jobs in the UK now, and we're recruiting for a head of finance. This is an inner city London position paying £60,000 to £70,000. This role will be working with an award-winning design and architectural studio, well known for their individuality and creativity. The requirements for this role, we really need somebody who's ACCA or ACA qualified, experience with statutory accounting and auditing, previous experience at a similar level within a creative field, and preferably architecture. If you want to discuss this role, you can contact Anthony Ross at anthonyr@peopletopeople.co.uk, and his number also appears on the screen now. The next role we have is for a retail interior designer in South East London, paying £38,000 to £48,000. We're looking for a retail interior designer to join a worldwide renowned brand on a 12-month fixed-term contract. Your responsibilities will include acting as the brand guardian, ensuring adherence to standards across all new and remodelled restaurants, and leading ad hoc design projects such as crafting bespoke restaurant decor. If you want to discuss this role, you can reach out to Hannah Scanlon at hannah.scanlon@peopletopeople.co.uk. Her number also appears on the screen now. Over to Sydney in Australia now. We're looking for an accounts payable officer. This role's paying $75,000 to $80,000. This is in Sydney CBD. Responsibilities will include processing incoming invoices accurately and efficiently, reconciling vendor statements, resolving discrepancies, and maintaining accurate records of accounts. For the requirements for this role, we really need somebody who has previous experience in accounts payable, and experience in high volume data entry is also required. This role is being looked after by Demi Aitken, and you can contact Demi at demi.aitken@peopletopeople.com.au. Her number also appears on the screen now.
Kia ora, I'm Kirsty and I'm the team leader looking after the temp and contracting space. This year I've been putting a little bit more of a focus on the marketing specialisation and speaking with clients and candidates who are looking for those temp and contracting marketing roles. We've definitely seen a little bit of a shift. We're moving more into that employer-led space, and it does mean that some of those contract roles have slowed a little bit, but there are definitely things in the pipeline. So I'm always keen to meet with people that are either specialised or a generalist marketing manager or a marketing coordinator who's going to be looking for their next temp or contracting position. So if you are looking for your next role, you want to have a little bit of a chat with me, then please do get in contact with me on the details shown below.
We are now joined by Maddy Laing, who's going to talk to us about some of the top emerging workplace trends to watch out for this year. Hi, Maddy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Liz. How are you?
Very well, thank you. The sun is shining today. Beautiful day. Now, I think the biggest workplace trend that we have spoken about and seen emerge over the last few years, particularly since COVID, is workplace flexibility. In particular, working from home. So what are some of the top emerging workplace trends that you've seen for 2024, and what should we look out for?
Yeah, definitely. So work from home and work flexibility was huge last year and something that we saw, and it is continuing to come through. But with 24, I guess, really well underway, we're starting to see some new landscape shapes and challenges be presented. So some of the bigger trends that we've seen emerge have been around influencing productivity, skill requirements, and job dynamics. So I guess one of the big changes that we've seen first is the integration of generative AI or ChatGPT and different platforms like that. So they are a really big help and advantage to staff and businesses if they use it correctly in terms of increasing productivity levels. And while they do really hold, I guess, a really big kind of streamline potential to enhance efficiency, there is an impact. So it's really about knowing how to use these products and knowing how to have AI be a benefit your business and how this shift can be a really positive impact. So I think that's one of the biggest changes we've seen so far. Another really important shift that we've seen is all around skills or shortage of skills in particular sectors having less workforce and what they really need. So with rapid advancements again in technology, there is a big demand for specialized skills to be continuing to surge and brought into the workplace, and continuous learning and upskilling as well will be really important for businesses if they're wanting to keep their staff numbers up high and continuing to develop within particular fields. So for instance, some examples would be within like manufacturing, production lines and different technologies that are being brought in as well as a big shift that we've seen. And I guess lastly, and again, it is all around that digital and kind of technology aspect. Another shift that we've seen is the rise of digital jobs doesn't seem to be slowing down. So businesses are increasingly having to rely on digital platforms and technologies to help with either how their staff are communicating just with working from home, how they're analyzing their data, as well as cybersecurity protection, and all of, I guess, these kind of topics and concerns that do come through when we all do start to work a bit more digital and I guess, be connected online rather than in person. So still common shifts around flexibility, technology, but I think now the really big impact or change that we've seen is around, well, how can we use these technologies to our benefit and how can it support a business?
Yeah, absolutely. And 2024, what does that look like?
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a interesting kind of shift in the way that the year started to move forward, but it does seem really promising. There's lots of innovation and transformation happening within all different workplaces and businesses because of some of these trends that we just list. And I guess it's all about embracing these trends and helping your organizations and individuals to kind of thrive in this landscape and take advantage of all of the technologies that we do have available to us. So it's looking very promising, very exciting, and I think next year will be a very interesting space to see how we operate and kind of do our day-to-day jobs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely changing at a very fast pace. If someone wanted to get in touch with you, Maddy, to discuss this further or even chat about recruitment, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so you can either send me a message on LinkedIn, give me a quick call as well, or send me through an email, which is Maddy@people2people.co.uk. But jump on our website, all our details will be there. And whether it's to discuss your workforce changes or recruitment or just any general questions that you have, we'd love to have a chat.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure that we will see you online again shortly.
Yeah, thank you so much, Liz.
It is time to take a look at the social media poll results. So last week we had, in the last 12 months, has your workplace introduced new diversity or inclusion initiatives? This is a sad percentage. No, they haven't, at 70%. No, updated current ones at 20%, and yes, they have, is only 10%. If you want to get involved in this week's poll, how confident do you feel about securing a job in your desired industry within the next 6 months? Very confident, somewhat confident, or not confident at all. That is it for P2P Live this week. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the games this weekend and the beautiful weather that we're expected to have, and I'll see you all next week.